Now today we're looking at our top 5 decks that are all affordable, and by affordable I mean under $10. Now either they're normally under $10 or I found discount codes for you guys so you guys can get them even cheaper. So if you guys like playing cards, you guys like top 5s, this entire month is a bunch of top 5 videos all around playing cards, magic, cardistry, etc. So if you guys like that, subscribe and ring the bell so you guys get notified when these videos drop. Without any further ado, let's get into it right now. Now at number 5 we have the gold Artificer playing cards by Theory 11. This is a gorgeous deck. Now clearly, as you saw in the tuck box, it was gorgeous with that white and that gold embossing, but the back design is gorgeous as well. You have a beautiful handling deck done by Theory 11, who prints green eco-friendly playing cards that you could literally eat without doing any damage to your body. Like even the inks and everything, it's so cool how they do it. And honestly, coming from someone who's used this deck a ton, this is a deck that handles phenomenally. The cards and the faces look fantastic. They're all standard for the most part, but then every once in a while on the quartz you'll get some gold foiling, you get some double backers. So if you are a magician or you just like playing cards, this is a great affordable deck for you. Now at number 4 we have the Momento Mori playing cards. Now this is a deck done by Chris Ramsey, and it is an extremely cool deck. First of all, the tuck box has a wraparound design of literally Chris Ramsey's skull done in a bunch of triangles. Super cool. The back design is that in 2 ways, and when you talk about doing things in for cardistry, this is a deck that you can do a ton of cardistry with. And one of my favorite aspects of this deck are the court cards. Now I have done a top 5 court cards deck. This deck was in it, so if you want to check that out, head over to that video, which I'll link in the description below. But without any further ado, let's get into number 3. For number 3, we have the Orbit V7 playing cards. Now this one is not done at the normal store that I usually hand them out at, because at most places I have a discount code. This is not at the same place. And even in spite of that, this deck is still under $10, which was absurd when I found it. So seriously, they've got to have some seriously crazy stuff there. So check them out. Now the reason I love this deck so much is a cardistry deck through and through. This is the Orbit V7s. First of all, super cool colors. If you haven't seen Not Shano on Instagram using these cards, you should check that out. When you're using these cards, it is beautiful. And this deck is also marked. So it's also normally just a cardistry deck. As you can see, super thin borders, circle back design, beautiful colorway. The colors on the faces go to match it, so you have a deep blue, and then the reds turn into that light pink, but it's also a fully marked deck. So if you're trying to do a little bit of both, this is a great affordable deck for you. Let's get into number 2. At number 2, we have the Monarch playing cards by Theory 11 as well. Once again, a gorgeous deck, beautiful tuck box, done with a ton of embossing and gold work. And then the back design is just phenomenal if you can't tell. So if you are a magician, this is a great deck for you. One, it's a little bit on the thicker side, a little bit more stiff, which is actually nice when you're performing magic, because your cards are going to be able to last a lot longer. So when you're trying to do card trick after card trick after card trick, doing different palms and bending and shuffling, this deck is going to last you a long time, done on eco-friendly cards, and it's honestly just gorgeous. Used in the movie Now You See Me, and it's under $10. Now before we get into number 1, I'm going to show you a couple of honorable mentions. Now the first of which being the Nock Sport Green playing cards. One of the reason is that this is one of the cheapest decks that I own, not based upon how it looks and how it handles and feels and the different reasons, but because of it's literally just cheaper, so you don't have to pay as much. Plus, this one also has the discount code, so it's a win-win. It's a whammy. I don't know what that is, but it's okay. Now, another cool thing about this deck, one, is it's just a completely neon green back design, which is also my favorite color, and it is a marked deck for suit. So even though it is so simplistic, that is what makes this deck so cool, because you can know what the suit is even with this simple back design. So once again, link in the description if you guys want to check that out. But you also want to know what the other deck is before we get to number 1, which is right here, the Play Dead playing cards. Super cool deck, and here is why I love them so much. One, it's just a cool tuck box. When you're looking at this thing, It's honestly just super dope, and it's a wraparound design. Super cool colors, done by Ripple Shuffle, who always puts out cool cards. This is the back design right here. So this back design has always just hit me in a certain way where I was just like, wow, that is super, super cool. And then the court cards all have this like really cool 3D look where it took it from Bicycle, but they're not Bicycle cards, you'll see obviously. So because of the shading and the amount of intentionality that they put into this, it really does look like a 3D skull, which is really cool. Not in a creepy way though, which I love. They really, really pull it off this deck well, and it's under 10 bucks. So let's get into my number one deck for affordable decks of cards, and that deck is right here, the Cherry Casino playing cards. Now normally these decks are not under $10, but because of the discount code now it is. So you're welcome, you don't have to worry about it. Now if you haven't seen Cherry Casino playing cards and you've been living under a rock your whole life, let me show them to you. So first of all, this is the back design. It looks gorgeous. It has the reverse effect of a normal broken border. So normally broken borders, you go into the white. The white this time goes into the back design. So when you do something like doing a fan, although these cards are extremely old, it is going to look really cool when you do it. So let me grab the blue ones and show you what I mean. Now you cannot tell me that does not look gorgeous. Now another fun thing about this deck is it comes in a thing called Mnemonic Stack. It's something I'm working on memorizing currently. It comes in Mnemonic Stack cut to the Ace of Spades. So for those of you magicians who know what that is, it does come in as a stack, has a double backer, has a blank card, and duplicate jokers, which is all things that you want for a magic deck. Plus you can do cardistry with this deck. It is not too suspicious of one way or the other. It's simple, it's elegant, and honestly, is a fantastic deck, which is why I put it as the number one affordable deck in my collection for you guys. So again, if you guys want to check out all of this, in the description below you can check it out. I'm hoping to save you guys some money, and it does support the channel as well without making you guys pay anything extra, so it does mean a little bit to me as well. So if you guys like this content, make sure to subscribe. It really does mean a lot. Smash the like button, ring the bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Card Perfect, signing off.